bit more limited knowledge about some of the other players, but what we do know is obviously what positions they play in the team. Aframush in this team is playing position 4, which is the same as he did playing with me. It's his most comfortable role. Also taking on the job as drafter for Fate Esports currently. Mage, who is not present in this game, usually plays mid, just like he does in the majority of his pub games. Hook is playing hard support, which I would say his 2 primary roles are position 2 and position 4. But obviously you've got Mage on mid, so you're gonna put Hook on support. And well, unfortunately, support was taken, so he gets position 5 in this team. Firo is on carry, and finally Isla is in the offlane, which is his common place as well. So most players, at least in this team, are in their absolute comfort zone with what they play for this roster. And now let's catch up to some bans. It doesn't look... We were talking about, okay, how seriously are these teams going to take it, given that it's a show match? Are they going to really play for the win? This was one of Nigma's best picks very recently in the tournament we had, so it does look like they're ready to bring their A game here today and prove a point. The bans as well, very meta, right? Io, Chen, Nature's Prophet, and Coddle banned by Fate, all heroes that are good this patch that Nigma play. And then as far as Nigma goes, they banned the Beastmaster, Rubik, and Quap, which are very popular heroes. And then the Lina is a little bit unusual, but that's a targeted ban at the Fate team, I'm going to have to assume here.
Yeah, they'll probably know something we don't. But Fate, they start off with the Crystal Main. Is CM really like first phase pick material at the moment? I don't know if she's just popping up in the meta this way, or if there's a thought behind this.
Not for most teams, at least. I've seen a few strategies that run Maiden. It's mainly been, in terms of the top Western Dota, it's mainly been Alliance playing Crystal Maiden in some strategies on FNG. And a couple of the CIS teams have tried it as well. But in the grand scheme of things, this is generally not a very favorite hero, whereas Nigma's heroes are very meta right now in the very most recent week, at least. Earth Spirit has made a big comeback. A great hero for GH, obviously. Massive playmaking player, very good at... I've said this on previous casts in other tournaments that I think what really makes GH stand out to me is foresight. Like, that's the biggest thing about this player, is how good he is at predicting what's going to happen before it does, so he's in the right place at the right time. And Earth Spirit is an awesome hero for that. You've got a stun, a silence, a slow, and a big teamfight ultimate. So if you're set up correctly, you can do so much work for your team.
Yeah. Do you think then that just pushes Mirana into the mid lane? Like, does that become Wee's hero? Is that what Nigma have been looking to do with Mirana? Because normally it's like that easy flex pickup you can grab early on. You can move between lanes.
That's a fair point, because the majority of Nigma's games recently, they've played the Mirana on GH actually, which would put the Earth Spirit on Wee in the mid lane, which they have done way more than vice versa. But that said, I have seen in the past, I've seen Miracle play Karen Mirana, I've seen Mind Control play Mirana offlane.
Hey, you'd push the Earth Spirit to the mid lane?
Yeah, okay. I think it's probably the most likely right now, just based on the last week. But who knows what Nigma have in store today? It could be a completely different plan here, throw a curveball. Or again, maybe it's just the flex, right? They haven't assigned these heroes yet at all, because they know they can play multiple roles with them. And then they wait to see and get some more information out of Fate.
I think it's too much of the Australian Dota I was casting a little bit, where they kept running 3-position ES. So I always have like that, like the Bracer into Spirit Vessel, and just unbelievable rotation power that can come from that, and just the stupid amount of life you have on an ES. I suppose you'd also achieve the same thing with mid.
Yeah, it's kind of the same, just that the big advantage of running in mid, obviously, is the fast levels, right? This patch is very tempo-oriented, I would say. So very quickly getting a utility hero up to level 6, level 7, level 8 puts a lot of pressure on the map. This is a hero that I do know Aframush loves. Actually, there's a couple of heroes here that he plays. I'm not completely sure if they are considering Crystal Maiden as a position 4 here, or like a Grimstroke there, but they're obviously can both play 4 and 5, whereas Nigma just picked, in many people's eyes, the best hero of the patch. So gotta admit, I'm a little bit worried for Fate here. The Nigma draft looks very strong. Some serious meta picks in here.
Seems like a really strong team fight, strong push power, good rotation, good maneuverability, like a lot of problems, definitely. But they've got, like, Fate also have a couple of things they can work with. Like, Grimstar's got some Inkswell combos. Maybe they can get a decent laning Fate and actually get in this game early on.
Yeah, at least that's what Ursa does very well. He lanes pretty well. The lane matchup against Lycan is good. It's a hero that has a lot of burst, so if you do catch Lycan with something, you can get him down. Obviously, a super fast hero during Shapeshift. So Ursa, Grimstroke, also a great lane. You know, you have a very mobile hero that you can put Inkswell on. Makes it very easy to get those stuns connected in the laning stage. So the pairing here is definitely very nice.
I think one of the best pairings I saw with Ursa was the one team secret use, like the Keep of the Light and the Ursa together. Shocker into high level Ursa Shock. My God.
For sure.
You just can't walk away from that.
Yeah, that's but it's obviously not available here because they banned Coddle themselves. So you can't grab that one this time around. I was going to say, we were wondering what kind of show match Nigma were planning today. Like what kind of a show they were going to put on. And right now from this draft, it looks like they're going to put on a beatdown show. That's the plan. There is absolutely nothing. They're based on the draft. They're getting everything out there. They're not like being too cute or picking something specifically for the purpose of just trying a new strategy or practice for the show match. It does look like they want to take some of their A-game strategies in here to really cement themselves in the show match, which, like we said, there's different approaches to it. I personally like this one. I wanted to see Fate being tested, and if Nigma play their best, they are in for a test here. That is...
The only question I kind of have is just like the laning phase for Nigma. Like you've got Mirana, ES, and Earthshaker now, so both the ES is together in the same game, plus the Lycan. So who is laning what? Like, is it now like the question really goes around mind control because that puts everything else together. Like, what does MC play and what does Kuro play?
I think the most likely thing right now is Kuro actually last picking his own hero. And
really?
The Shaker is a core, and the Earth Spirit, they're both cores. Mirana is position 4, and Lycan is a core, right? So you see 3 cores on your screen right now, plus a support Mirana. The other option is that Kuro plays 5 Mirana or Shaker. And then you last pick a good core matchup here. But with the information you have, I'm not sure how worried they are about the core matchups that they have.
Well,
Shaker into Ursa can be...
So he's thinking that Weez here is the unpicked one.
Yeah, that's absolutely a possibility here. Like we said, if the Earth Spirit is on GH and the Mirana is a core, then... Or sorry, if the Earth Spirit and Mirana both are supports, that would actually be the conditions for that. Unless you think Earth Spirit, Earth Shaker support duo, which sounds really weird. Then, yeah.
Yeah, that's when Fate actually has a chance in the early laning phase to get aggressive, to get up. But, yeah, I suppose we'll see what Kuro has planned for the last one. He's going to pick before Fate get their last.
Yeah. One hero that could have been really good for Nigma themselves would actually be Batrider, but they banned that in the second phase in order to set up for such a good Lycan game. I think when you look over at Fate's lineup, what you mainly see is heroes that can get run down and killed really fast, both the Grimstroke and the Maiden. So anyone that can get on top of these and play fast, that will do. That's a great way of running at the enemy team. Get Rupture against Ursa, Pango, both mobility-based cores. This Nigma draft looks super solid, but it does beg the question of who's support, right? Who is the support hero?
I mean, you got to think right now that's Bloodseeker for MC, Lycan for Miracle, and then Mirana for Wii, and then the ES support. Like, unless like I suppose Kuro can get away with running Mirana. No, Mirana needs to roam with GH.
Does it?
What's the point of running a 5-position Mirana?
Oh, you still have Arrow. I'm just saying, it's still the same spell, so maybe Kuro thinks it's something that could be interesting.
You got no lane presence though.
Yeah, I mean, it's not great, but it really depends on the matchup, right? Like you can probably play 5 Mirana into weaker lanes if the carry is strong enough. Like say something like Lycan, who is generally pretty strong in lane. In terms of sustaining on his own, right? Like let's say the Mirana is just off fighting the other support on the side. Lycan can lane against every hero here except I would say Ursa with Orb of Venom could get pretty nasty perhaps. But yeah, I'm sure Fate have the same questions. They're like, wait, who is what here? And it makes it difficult to pick this last hero. I personally think they still need to solve Lycan. I don't think they have enough against this hero. I think they need some heavy single target damage or heroes that can escape, shapeshift, or buy time somehow to handle that. And something that they at least do have is the wave clear, which is very useful against Lycan. If you keep pushing out the lanes, he doesn't get the opportunity to start taking towers as easily. But let's see, 30 seconds left only for Aframush to come up with something genius here.
Something that unstoppable mid. That would be the dream. I don't know who the hell stands their ground against all of this.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult to see what rounds this out. That is not a bad idea. It's a team fight hero. It has catch for the Lycan, so you can keep him in place and stun him. It has decent burst. And it gives them some sustainability in the fight so that they don't have to run away, which, you know, you want against Bloodseeker. You kind of want to not run away. You want to stand your ground and win the fight. So I like this. I like this last pick from Aframush. I think it's very good. And it will be played by Hook. So it does look like Hook will be playing as core this game. And the stand-in Smasher is going to be playing as support instead.
Okay. But as long as it creates a nice synergy for your team, then yeah, go for it. And
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little still iffy about Fate's timing. Crystal Maiden with the team that just runs at you does not seem like a very happy time to play a Crystal Maiden. And you first picked her too. Like, she was very easy for Nigma just to continuously hunt her.
Yeah, I would say I'm imagine you're standing in, you're like, sure, I'll help you guys out in your match. By the way, it's against Nigma. By the way, you have to play Crystal Maiden against Lycan, Bloodseeker, Mirana, Earth Spirit, and Earthshaker, which are a lot of bad matchups. I'm already a bit worried for Smasher that he's going to be like, okay,
I'll just sit in Fountain, I'll be gone for a bit. Yeah.
This looks like a very, very challenging Crystal Maiden game. But it's possible. It's possible they can pull this off. Obviously, like the good points about Fate's draft here, in my opinion, is once again, it's the wave clear that they have in a good amount of. Their capability to skirmish. When you have heroes like Grimstroke and Maiden, they love the smaller fights with like 2v2, 2v1, 2v3, stuff like this. So that should be fine. But I'm a bit concerned about the bigger scale team fight where Nigma have some big ultis. They have Magnetize, they have Earthshaker, Echo Slam, obviously. And we're going to have our questions answered about the heroes.
Miracle's playing ES. That's the Earthshaker.
That ES.
And Wee's playing the Earth Spirit, just to make it even more fun. So Kuro's on the Lycan, Mind Control, Bloodseeker, and GH Mirana. So GH Mirana is the only thing anyone would ever have predicted with this draft. Everything else is back to front.
Well, we did consider the Weeha Earth Spirit as an option, at least.
That's true.
Would be the core. But yeah, the core Lycan is a bit of a curveball. He loves playing core. We know this. And Nigma have even done this in official matches. They're not just doing it in show matches. In important games, they have on occasion put Kuro on carry if it feels like it fits the strategy. I'm not sure what the team communication is like how they decide this game I'm carry.
If it's just Miracle saying, I really don't want to have to play Lycan this game.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming Miracles support this game.
Is Miracle support this game?
Good job at. I think he's position 4 Shaker. Or 5.
Is there a concept where Lycan can actually jungle?
Yes, but I think he needs level 3 in this patch before he
is it 2 wolves like it used to be? Or that's not enough anymore. Like the wolves got, because I remember when he used to be jungle Lycan, and then the wolves were just nerfed to absolute crap. Like magic resistance, but no physical resistance.
Yeah, there's been like different iterations of this skill, and I think now you mostly want to wait at least until level 3, just because the wolf's damage on level 1 is not that crazy for jungling, and it's also the fact that the time you're referencing is years ago when the neutral creep spawned. At the beginning of the game, right? Instead of after a minute, and it makes a pretty big difference for the timing you end up hitting as a jungler. I'm seeing Kuro starts as a support and then transitions into jungle.
Yeah, I'm seeing Kuro with a Quelling Blade right now, so I'm looking at his item build to see what's really happening here. But he's not revealing enough.
By the way, remember when we were confused about who was Miracle and who was Mind Control?
Uh-huh.
The guy called Miracle is indeed Mind Control, and MC Boss is Miracle. So I wasn't just imagining things.
Damn it!
I had to second guess myself multiple times.
Wait, are you sure, or do they just switch?
I checked it in the game. You see it, right?
They're back to front. Yeah, Mind Control is Bloodseeker, but he's listed as Miracle.
Called Miracle. Good luck casting that, Toby. That'll be fun.
That is... Thanks, Mind Control.
Yeah,
Thank
MC
you,
Boss
Mind
is
Control.
Miracle on Earthshaker. But I'm a bit confused about who is the core here for Enigma. Obviously, Kuro is rushing, it looks like a Helm of the Dominator, which is the classic core Lycan build. But if it's a Miracle offlane Shaker, or yes, that's what it is. Miracle offlane Shaker, GH4, and the 5 is Bloodseeker?
I don't think so. He's prepped for farming.
They might be jungling the Lycan. You might be right. Let's see. And then they put Miracle, Mind Control. So solo safe lane on Bloodseeker.
I thought I was gonna have the problems. Like, so they've got Headdress, Quelling Blade, Clarity as the build for the jungle Lycan. I do find it amusing though. He's just spamming the wolves. This feels like the old way you used to play Nature's Prophet jungle, but you'd wait for the 30-second spawn and then come out with the wolves.
Yeah,
it's odd.
Always see, this is one of the beautiful things about Dota, is that the strategic depth is the depth of strategy is as big as it is, right? Like you can do something like this, and even at the highest level, something like this can work.
You'll have 10 seconds to attack with these wolves, and he's already prepping for the camp.
Yeah, and then he's gonna have to resummon, but he has a Clarity that he got in base, and Mind Control is playing a hero who can somewhat deal with 1v2. Bloodseeker has some bad ones. I think this one's pretty fine. He's playing against a Grimstroke.
Hey, Smasher. Welcome to the game. Welcome to GH. Hitting arrow, getting hit by Fisher, and already having to back up. And I want to keep watching like the mid lane. Like, we didn't get the block off, so Hook's able to farm up underneath his own tower. Not to great avail, but I want to keep my other eye on Kuro. He's at least cleaned out one of the camps already.
Yep. You called it, man. You were like, could this be a jungle Lycan? It just flat out is. Well, first blood does happen top, though. Aframush chose
if I call something, it just means it's a little bit mental and is not really a normal process of thinking about Dota. But yeah, with 3 heroes rotating up towards the top, they look to punish this dual off lane.
I think this is a pretty decent idea. You know that the bottom lane is 1v2 against the Pango versus Bloodseeker. Pango can hold his own in this lane, at least until Bloodseeker's level 6. And this way you can look to put pressure on another lane in the map and give one of your cores a good start. So getting Ursa that early advantage, making the Crystal Maiden feel a lot more powerful.
Making the Crystal Maiden feel even more powerful, Arsent. Maybe there's one more stun. He's got a little extra life thanks to Fairy Fire, 29 HP, but then the healing salve, it'll also give the extra life. Miracle is on the run back out while GH dives in deeper, leaping underneath the tier 1 tower to find his own kill. Ends up being a 1-for-1 trade-off, and GH kind of caught on the wrong side of the tracks.
He has a creep wave following him here. He might want to get this range creep.
MC loves this type of game.
Okay, he's doing as much damage as he can, and then TPing.
Kunkka has been sitting so low on life that Miracle, damn it, Mind Control is feeling a little bit better on bottom lane. He still needs a second point up in Thirst, but it's going to become a little bit more problematic for Pangolier.
Yeah, and now he's getting Blood Rage. So if he's ever ahead on health in this lane, he can use Blood Rage pretty freely, because Pango has no very dangerous burst. You see there's that one, and that's kind of it. And as soon as that is used, Mind Control can just drop down this, the Blood Right, and start man fighting. Choosing not to go for a couple of hits there on Isla, actually a bit surprising to me. Now he's trading a bit, but obviously it is level 1 Thirst for now, which is a pretty
they've both got salves. Like, who's going to push this a little harder? Meanwhile, back on the jungle report, Lycan's up to 3 when a 2-0-1 build up. We are also completely messing up his rolling boulder. He should die here. Grimstroke's coming in to make sure there's going to be the chain stun. He actually gets the kickback. Aframush gets pushed underneath the tier 1 tower, and with the damage from the tower, he can salve up through most of it. And just survive, but Really felt like we was the one dead to rights, and he just turns it around.
And every time you have exchanges like this, where the heroes get low, both Aframush and we getting low there, the one who thrives the most off this is mind control in the safe lane on Bloodseeker. When the thirst levels get up, it starts mattering a lot that you play aggressive in the other lanes. It's kind of integral to a lot of Bloodseeker strategies in lane. So he's obviously super happy.
For a 1-3-1 though. So he's keeping thirst at 1.
Very unusual. Might just be full on focused on farming, where obviously the thirst doesn't help that much if the enemy team is at good health. It's kind of a dead skill point.
Top. A little bit of trouble for Firo. He's making a break towards the tree line. CH still has arrow available and just leaps forward. And you've already got the kill coming the way of Miracle. And they've got Inkswell to keep Miracle under control, but the one charge give a lot more life, and Wee's rotated over. Gets the perfect 2-man kick, but Smasher does the job as a replacement, coming in to make sure that Miracle does go down.
All right, that's a rotation from Weeha out of mid on the Earth Spirit, and he's actually pretty far behind on experience because of this. Hook just obviously having a good time in lane as the Kunkka, getting a lot of farm, getting some denies, and when you rotate away when there's like this 1.5 wave in your tower as Earth Spirit, it costs quite a bit. Kuro will at least be here to claim it, but now Weeha is level 5. He's almost a full level behind Hook.
He's just increasing the timing for his Dominator. Top lane, they're going again here on Firo. Fissure into arrows. It's normally point blank ranging on those arrows, and that's why they try and turn it around very quickly onto Miracle. And GH wants to finish the job. He sees one more leap forward, but the attack, is it going to reach? Yes, it will. He'll find the kill. Some one charges available, and the Fairy Fire's here too.
Yeah, he's gonna
and from Mosh, he's waiting for the Stroke of Fate. It's coming off cooldown. A level 1, and it won't be enough.
Very
more one
nice
charges
there from
available.
GH. That's... Yeah, good read that he could get away with that. He kind of hard committed. He spent a lot of resources to get this kill on the Ursa, but obviously well worth it. It's a core. Mid lane Weeha gonna help Hook get the rune.
Actually, he rolling bolted forward. The arrow from GH, it made Hook turn around, and now Weeha's looking for his own little bit of a battle, but GH can't give him much.
That was
the arrows on cooldown.
He kicked Hook toward the rune, and then he still ended up getting it by rolling on him.
I think he was trying to kick him into the arrow of GH.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe they wanted to be in a clip.
And Hook unwillingly moving forward. So, all right, nope. Miracle's already, MC has already hit 7. So he's got Rupture available for himself on bottom lane.
Yeah, might see him use it soon. Yep,
there it is. Forces Pango to TP away to safety. My god, that's a lot of damage still.
And it might not seem like that good of a play where you're like, oh, you just used Rupture and you use Bloodright, which is a lot of mana, but think of it this way. Every time you force the enemy hero to TP, you accomplish 2 things. First of all, they lose the gold that the town portal costs. And secondly, they are now unable to reinforce their team in another lane. So let's say Mind Control is to TP top now and take a fight there. He knows that the Pango can't connect for 50 seconds, which is a big advantage. It's worth way more than the spell and the Rupture. So.
Having another crack at top. Weed's going to rotate in, look for his own little bit of a battle against Smasher. And actually, maybe it's enough to kill off Miracle. No, he's got 1 charges and a lot more to spare.
And while all of this is going on silently, Kuro is just free farming. Remember, they're winning their lanes while jungling the Lycan. That is pretty bad news for Fate here. Usually the trade-off when you jungle a hero, which is not very common in the current meta, but when you do, usually what ends up happening is that you win at least 1 other lane a big time, or you win 2 or even 2.5 lane off it. Because, you know, the rest of the map is 5v4, right? Like, you have man advantage.
He's coming in, able to connect on the kick on mid. Meanwhile, Miracle does die up on top lane, but Kunk is having a very hard time getting away. Mind Control is just waiting on the sideline too. He's going to one-up as Aframush ruptured. And they are really being very liberal with abilities. If it's off cooldown, they use it.
Is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
They're immediately transitioning this into a mid push. Kuro with the Helm of the Dominator. The Dominated Mind Stealer was actually super annoying for Kunkka already. He mana burned him like 2 or 3 times. Yeah, Smasher's dead.
Underneath Vision, trying to battle against GH. He's at least going to bring him down with the ship. No, it doesn't happen. Mid tower. Heavy pressure being applied. Pangolier able to swashbuckle a little bit further away from everybody else, but the tower's already been claimed.
That
was done by mind control.
Rolling Thunder. You don't... it's kind of like bowling, but you can't see the pins. The chance of a strike is very low in that case. Good spell combination here onto Hook.
He's got the better combo, just rolling boulders in. Is there anything to bring him back? There was not. Arrows will fly, looking for the top of the ramp, but Hook's on the run away from Kuro.
They're not going to go.
Oh, great vision.
Scratch that. They are.
Miracles arrived. Kuro, I think he's microed his wolves down. He was running off to the side. Torrent. Great torrent from Kunkka, able to dodge the pressure. In fact, he just loses wand as well that was coming down to him.
Oh,
and then the rupture onto Pango, who's got no Rolling Thunder available. Swashbuckle does not help you there. The arrow's flying forward too. Won't even be able to connect, but Miracle will be able to smash a TP underneath his own tier 1 tower. Maybe they can get something back as Mind Control will fall down, but the Echo Slam is finally up for Miracle, allowing Weeha just to go ham. Another rolling boulder forward. He's going to miss his target, but he'll get it, connect with the Kia. The Kia. Oh no, it's now a car. Weeha's got a triple kill, and he's looking for another one. Another rolling boulder forward, right on top of Hook. The Wolves just been continuing this fight non-stop, and he kicks away, looking to remove the stun so the battle can continue. Rolling bouldering under the tier 2 tower, but he's without friends. They're so far away. GH wants to help out throwing the arrow, but I'm really uncertain just how deep is too deep.
We got a little bit bloodthirsty there. He really wanted to just show off and get a perfect spell combo here in the end onto the Kunkka, but Hook's too good to get hit by that roll. And yeah, it's a kill going the way of fate, but they still lost the big team fight and the tier 1 tower, so it's still a major win for Nigma in this exchange.
Yeah, and they controlled all the bounty runes.
Yeah. This is a very big advantage to have at this point already.
There was one advantage. Dire controlled both the outposts. So they get that. That's the happy place.
And now they might find a Kuro as well if they choose to check the ancients.
He's the one that's showing on the bottom lane. They just have to hit the X marks the spot, which they're able to do so. Torrent and the silence, making sure he cannot go anywhere. And the 6/1/1 Earth Spirit perfectly controlled and brought down. And he's only worth 203 gold. That's Dota.
Let's see if they choose to glyph and defend this tower. Looks like Nigma are not interested. They'll take their own top tier 1 and just accept that the foothold for Fate is just too strong bottom. Like, they have 4 heroes here. They have the siege creep wave, and they just killed the enemy mid, who doesn't have buyback. And even if he did, he didn't have TP. So yeah, they play it safe. They don't go for anything wonky here.
Well, they're gonna get a little. Try and put down some vision. The Wolves have already found the crystal. Oh my god! Just Lycan's Wolves. They are level 4 Wolves. Don't get me wrong, but Smash is down to now 1/3 of his HP. And the only thing that's done damage to him so far are Wolves. Like, can you get this thing off me? It's like, use your frostbite. Use your frostbite. Now, Miracle's able to pull the creep wave up on the top, so there's going to be some damage coming into the tier 2 tower. It's still crazy to think the #1 net worth on the field is actually Hook. The rest of his teammates are a long way away, but he does hold the #1 position.
And it's also crazy to think that Kuro, as the, I don't know what position this is, Lycan, might overtake everybody soon as a classically, usually the position 5 support player for this team gets to, like we said pre-game, gets to have some fun too, while definitely trying to do his best to win the game, right? Kuro loves playing like this once in a while.
Inkswell combination up on top lane. Miracle might be in a little bit of trouble, but you've got you got MC waiting to actually help out as it goes for his own jump. But GH got a lot of leaps to get away. They miss out in the fight they're really searching for.
Yeah, important haste there.
Oh, no. Oh, poor Crystal Maiden. And they should kick her out of the blood, right? So Miracle can find the last hit.
Kuro now getting Necronomicon flying out, and Weeha is getting... No, wait, Weeha's going Veil. Who's getting the Blade Mail?
Blade Mail's... well, it's MC. It's Mind Control.
Okay, so yeah, Blade Mail on Bloodseeker and Necronomicon on Lycan at the same timing makes them insanely powerful right now if a team fight breaks out.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Fate kind of are in a spot in this game right now where in order to win a fight, everything just needs to align very well for them. They get an opener on GH here. This should probably turn into a kill. Nicely done.
He was just on the edge of the sentry ward. Rupture is out. And now you will see mind control going ham. Pangolier cannot escape from this one as we wants a rolling baller in once again. And he actually gets the double kick on the backlines too. Smasher and Afamush, they're trying to battle it out, but the high movement speed Lycan continues to run through everyone that's there. And Conker perfectly controlled, kicked back into the Echo Slam. And this really is the team fight that breaks out where Nigma have the advantage that Sin was talking about.
Yeah, in the meantime, Furo is chilling. Didn't really want to get involved on the Ursa. I don't blame him. He's going Battle Fury build. He doesn't have too much to offer just yet. In this kind of fight, he kind of just gets overrun. So has to back out.
Miracle?
Starting a chase here against Miracle, yeah.
If they've got another stun available, they'll have the chance. And now, yeah, Earthshaker controlled in. They got bounce around the blood right for Furo. Now will get involved in the engagement. Able to get that kill.
It's a good pick. Bounty runes, though, they're not near any of them. Nigma are going to get all 4. This should almost bring them up to a 10,000 gold lead.
They need another Frostbite. The TP's coming in, but they reach him just in time with a Swashbuckle. Goodbye Mind Control. Goodbye Miracle. Both of them sharing names tonight.
At least Isla's game is getting pretty decent now. He's closing in on his Maelstrom. Got some good comeback here.
Mid lane. Silence over on Weeha. They're going to drop the entire ship on him. And then the follow-up combination. Pango's coming in for the Shield Crush. Doing it in Rolling Thunder with style. Of course, the #1 net worth hero on the field right now is now Lycan with a level 2 Necro book sitting in the jungle. As this has to be like, is this entertaining for a player?
Jungling like this?
Yeah, I suppose winning is entertaining.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Honestly, jungling can be a surprisingly tranquil experience. It's very soothing for the mind to hit some creeps. Miracle's dead again.
Yeah, no Echo Slam
they don't
available.
Have detection.
There's more support coming in too.
No, they have no detection.
They have dust.
It hits.
It triggered him, but it was way too late. He's still moving through the tree lines, bottling up, got 1 charges available, and now Rolling Boulder will come in from Weeha, and they don't connect.
Oh no.
On the swell, and now you get the double kick, double silence, and the fissure just perfectly controls them from Miracle. Mind Control's already got the double kill thanks to Blood Right, and they Rolling Boulder in once again. Ursa caught in the trees, and there's a lot of fertilizer in this forest.
That was actually a really good roll from Wee. He needed to find an angle where he got past the Kunkka to hit the Ursa, and that angle was pretty narrow, so nicely done. Setting up there and getting that kill for Nigma, getting a little bit of an extra. I don't think they were expecting here to find 4 kills when Miracle got jumped on, but the juke in the trees, you saw Aframush frantically pinging exactly where Miracle was walking, but it seems like his team didn't catch on to it in time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have a replay of this right now.
As it is the start of the fight where ES was just trying to get away at the very beginning, but it took so long to keep this chase going. See in your small screen as well, coming back live. Kuro, the big one they really wanted to get, he's gone down, but the Blood Rider is out, the Rupture is on the Pangolier, and he has no other choice but to TP, but Wee is always there. And the perfect combination with a Rupture is always going to be that Earth Spirit kick. And they just keep going and going and going, looking for more. Mind Control just sits in front of the tier 3 tower, and he's okay with this. Because Wee's ready to go once again. Another Blood Rider, perfect feature control, and the arrow from GH this time will be the icing on the cake, as Crystal Maiden does not want to be involved at all. Sitting underneath her own tier 3 tower, hoping no one fights him. But Hook,
there's another great roll.
Every single time that is connecting on every ability, these low cooldowns, and Furo, okay, now he wants to try and fight. Freezing Fields off cooldown in 2 seconds, but there's no mana on Smasher and no life to let it rip, so Furo pushed around and just kited out. Smasher will go down to the Blood right on the edge. No, it doesn't connect on him, but it won't matter. Weeha's got the Rolling Boulder forward. It's a shame we don't actually have a Spirit Vessel in this game because she'll have charges galore. They still want to go? Okay, maybe they do actually find the kill over on Miracle. The Rolling Thunder forward, now the Rolling Thunder back. Pangolier, however, misses the mark, and Weeha kicks him out, and then Swashbuckles. The damage output against himself is so high. And Avramush is so far outside the base too. He's got nowhere to run.
Didn't he shoot the Swashbuckle in the wrong direction? I think
Yeah,
he swashbuckled backward. Well, it looks like Hook is here to clean up the mess at least. He gets Wee. But a little bit of a silver lining there with how much that cost them. In the meantime, Kuro is pushing bottom. He's farming jungle again.
They caught Mind Control. Miracle is trying to kill him. Mind Control's trying to kill him with the Blade Mail. Not enough to kill the Crystal Maiden because that is a level 1 freezing field.
Still wonder what, you know, do you remember that meme with Kuro and Hvost, where there's the Kuro Weaver and the Hvost Gyro? And the Kuro, like, it's depicting the minds of them at the same time, what they're thinking about. And the Kuro one is just like all sorts of calculations and...
Yeah, and my control's like private.
And then there's... and then Hvost's just Gyro with 2 rapiers. And just this smile on his face. I wonder what the depiction of how Kuro is thinking in this game is right now. If he literally all he sees is just a creep. When he closes his eyes, he just sees creep.
He sees the future where everyone is a wolf. That's his future, man.
Yeah, he is working on that axe. Biting Bloodseeker sounds pretty nasty, or biting the Shaker. Both of them, actually. That Lycan axe will be pretty devastating.
Oh, we're coming back out to fight. Maybe not. We're going to Roshan.
Yep.
I guess it is about time you, as Nigma, when you're 14k ahead, you do attempt this. They don't kill him that fast, however. Need a little bit more support on him.
It's not bad. Rosh is a big boy nowadays. It takes some time.
Ursa's still not there. He's trying to find that last 80 gold for the Mithril Hammer.
Isla trying to kill her with the Blade Mail. It was not enough. But it was a cute try. Still, Mind Control's hit point pool is just too big. It's 2.24k health. To the Bloodseeker, or so to the Pangos. Pango's about half his health. That Blade Mail play is just not going to work.
Dire's courier has been
Kuro gets a courier. Guess they're going to go back to Roche now.
Fair. Moonlight Shadow, there's the Observer Sentry that's down, so now they see the ES. Ursa's going to get out of here as fast as he possibly can. The Battle Fury will arrive on the courier. So that'll be here for the fight. They rotate around. Weeha, Rolling Bolt is in. They get the Frostbite out from Smasher, and the whole boat combination's coming in once again. They want Weeha taken out of this fight, but Ghost makes it difficult to finish the job. Ursa's waiting, and now we can rip through to him. Weeha, well, he'll probably buy back if they want to keep this fight going. As Miracle, caught inside the tree lines, gets a double fissure, keeping the control going. He's got Echo Slam available if he can just get it off in time. The arrow flies forward, and Ursa's actually brought down by GH from in the tree lines. Now your Echo Slam will connect. 3 heroes all split out. Weeha says, Crystal Maiden, you don't belong in this fight. Go back to my tier 2 tower. Maybe they have enough damage still. They're holding through. Pangolier's alive on 50. Never mind. He's dead at the tree lines. A Miracle would like a little bit more. I mean, Mind Control would like a little bit more, but they're on the retreat.
That was not that bad, all things considered, for Fate. They get Weeha's buyback, they get a couple of kills. They basically got 3 kills there, of which 2 were cores. The bad news is Kuro's pushing top. He was involved in the start of that with Shapeshift, but obviously it expired, and then he wasn't interested in fighting anymore. It's so integral to Lycan's ability to have teamfight impact that you have the spell. Very much a transformation-based hero. In many ways, maybe the most transformation-based, and how much it costs not having it, and how powerful you do get when you do, compared to something like Dragon Knight or Terrorblade.
Dire's bottom tower
this is... Hey, we're at least seeing Fate fight, and that's nice. And there seems to be a goal as well around the Ursa. I'm not quite certain if the S&Y is really the goal they were searching for.
It's... The common build right now in Ursa is actually this. It's the standard build. I'm not saying it's the best now with the game condition, but I think it might be. He might simply just need to get the status resistance so he can deal with all these stuns and with the Bloodseeker. And yeah, S&Y Satanic is usually the go-to here.
Ursa brought his own dust. Crystal Maiden wants to try and help out too. Got to put down the Frostbite, and well, Ursa's already dead, so there's no helping out. And through the back lines, here comes Mind Control. Already started the rupture over on Isla and gets rid of the silence, and now we'll get... I think that was a suicide right there on Isla. Grimstroke trying to hide in the tree lines, but there is no hiding from this Nigma lineup.
Top tower is under attack.
All right,
where are they
kicking
going?
in Mind Control? We're going to kick him in again. Is Weeha trying to... Are they trying to kick him into the enemy base? Well, they're already in it. In the fountain, maybe.
Yeah, Mind Control sitting in front of the tier 3 tower.
What is Weeha
I like
doing?
it. I like how we put that spray paint down. It looked like the tower had the grin appear above its head.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
At least they're having some fun. Hook's got himself a double damage rune. They'll be able to have one more fight in a bit.
Well, I guess when you have regen, there's like an unwritten rule that you just have to spend your mana and health non-stop for Weeha. Tanking the tier 4 towers, kicking his teammates around because it's free.
The message must be sent.
Dire's top tower
Observer Ward, can they actually get the X marks a spot over on the Lycan, pick him up, throw him back in again. The Future will create some space, but Fury gets his jump forward. The Rolling Thunder actually soaks up the arrow from GH, so Fury can stand his ground and keep the fight going. But at the same time, Pangolier, how many times must be ruptured and killed off by Mind Control? Obviously not enough times, and now Fury isolated out with 3 heroes. Crystal Maiden wants to help out. She can at least help out by getting the bounty rune, but that's going to be it. It's a nice soulbind over on ES as well as Bloodseeker, but Kunkka with all this double damage, he just has nothing really to give.
Double damage?
Hey, technically it's correct grammar.
I know. I'm not saying it was wrong. It just sounds fun.
Rolling Thunder for a week. He's going to finally kill off Hook here. He's been working hard on this for a bit now, but Miracle, Mind Control on the fast movement speed. They'll send the Crystal Maiden up, and down she comes into the Starfall of GH. The double Starfall too, because he's just got himself a casual Aghanim Scepter on the support Mirana.
Miracle made sure to ruin that arrow from GH by yoling, but they got the kill anyway on GH, so he's like, he gets the last laugh.
Dire's middle tower
And
is
it's
under
time to start hitting a bit of high ground. I'm not sure how far exactly Nigma are going to get here, because the enemy heroes are still at a decent respawn timer, 26 minutes in. It does seem like they want to chill a bit, but you just imagine it's a matter of time before Kuro bites one of his other cores with Ags, and they get to business. So keep an eye out for that. This Aghanim is pretty insane. So he can, at any point, give one of his allies for 22 seconds, 650 move speed, 40% critical chance for 175% critical strike damage, and 1,000 extra night vision. Here it is.
Yeah.
Watch Miracle in action.
Off we go. Who do we want? Lycan. Lycan seems to be the one we want. They are splitting up a little bit, but the Echo Slam as well. GH is the double kill. That's gotta be the game right there. You just got massively exploded. GG is called out 27 minutes in. At least there's some style from the Crystal Maiden at the end. But even the death timer, it doesn't allow her to survive. In fact, I think they hit the cancel just so she would die. And then type GG again.
Nigma definitely came to play today. That was some solid Dota from them, and at the same time also having some fun with it, right? Like they're obviously in good spirits, messing around a little bit with their spells, and giving Kuro the tip there, saying thank you Kuro for being in the jungle the majority of the game. Not sure, or tipping him for a great draft, which it absolutely was. So
that's actually
nice.
still impressive of XC to do almost the same amount of damage as Weeha did. Like that's not too shabby with that stat.
And we do see as well that, I mean, the KDAs are obviously going to be super inflated for Nigma's side here, right? They won the game 44-20, so a big advantage for them. And if nothing else, it's always entertaining to watch these like high skill mechanical heroes get to do fun stuff. I think we had a lot of awesome spell connections this game. They did a really good job comboing their stuns, which is also very enjoyable to watch. So yeah. Looked like a pretty easy game for Nigma this time around. Hopefully Mage gets to play in game number 2 for Fate, and that makes a big difference because they definitely need a bit of a boost based on this game 1. That was not very close.
Yeah, that's just like it almost feels like you got one of those horrible concepting drafts against you. It's like, well, there's nothing I can do about that. I definitely didn't prepare to have to contest a jungle with any of my heroes. Can you not just run Lycan as a 5-position jungle? You can't predict this. It's just not possible. Yeah. Little rough to definitely say the least. And I like how we got Kuro stats up there as well. And that Kuro is compared to the Ursa. That's a little sad.
Another good hero to look at this game. GH obviously has been doing very well in Mirana lately, and this game was no different. 10, 2, and 25. Managing to get a lot of farm as position 4 in this game, 129 CS. I guess there was a lot of lane creeps to push because Kuro was a lot in the jungle. So maybe you get a little bit extra farm that way. And as far as spent on support items, you see very little. Actually, most gold spent on support items this game was, I do think, Kuro's Lycan. At least the post-game looks like that for me, but could be depending on who places the sentry, not just who buys it. But yeah, that was a fun game.
Well, actually, no, yeah, it's the amount of money they spent. It's got to be that, right? Like 305 gold, but then he only bought three sentries. When obs are free, it's a great time to be a jungle Lycan.
Yeah, perfect.
And like the amount of damage he was just doing this wolves to the Crystal Maiden, like you feel really sorry that's like you bring in a stand-in. It's like you're a Crystal Maiden, and by the way, this 5-position jungler can actually kill you with his wolves unless you have some help. Yeah. That's not so fun. Like, at least if you have something like a Witch Doctor, the cars can mess things up a bit. You got some kill potential out from this, and it's not just I have to stand during the fight. And that's why that's why I was wondering, like the Crystal Maiden in the first phase felt a little odd.
It is possible that they strictly picked that because they have a stand-in and they want to make their stand-in comfortable, right? A lot of the time, that's the strategy you use if you have to use a stand-in. Is you're like, okay, what is the limiting factor here? And if Smash was like, okay, well, if I'm playing support, I really want to play Maiden, then you just pick it early. You know that your stand-in is probably not going to gel as well with the team as they usually do. So it's okay if he has a harder game strategy-wise and he gets counterpicked. But I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy to play Maiden against this lineup. I'm just saying, like, that was... And he didn't even do that poorly. I actually think Smasher played pretty well as Maiden. He got a couple of good ultis off. He ends the game with most hero damage in his team. Okay, that is a big plus as the stand-in. Yeah, I honestly think he did a pretty damn good job given how bad the circumstances were for the Maiden.
Yeah, it definitely could have been worse for him. And now we just have to start thinking about like game 2. We're getting the players in. Mage is in the lobby.
Yep.
So we will have everyone back as a 5-man team from Fate and see what maybe now they have planned. It's okay, game 1's over, warmed up. Nigma's a little warmed up. You're obviously seeing they're doing some weird ass shenanigans. Now it's time for real Dota from Fate. Come back, force the game 3. Don't let Nigma secret you.
Is that a thing? Secreting you?
I think it's got to be a thing these days, right?
At this point,
it's like this is like their version of the grand final. So yeah, don't get 3-0'd.
You also got to look at it from Fate's perspective, right? That they've played this Rising Stars tournament and they haven't really been challenged like this in any of their games, obviously.
Yeah.
But they're probably feeling pretty confident. You know, yeah, we won this tournament. That's really nice. We get to play the show match. And you're like, this is maybe a benchmark for how good your team is. And it is a bit of a shame if they just get absolute beatdown, right? For their motivation, perhaps. Yeah. Or maybe they don't mind, you know? Like, it's also,
maybe it's just some fun, like being in the same lobby as your idols. Like that's still pretty damn cool.
Yep. For sure. And, you know, I don't think anybody on Fate underperformed individually in this game. I think all of their spellcasting was solid. I think their laning was pretty good. It's the bigger picture. It's that overall strategy. It's the team movement working as a unit where Nigma just has years on these guys in terms of experience, in terms of game understanding that Fate hasn't had the ability to acquire yet. But I will say, like, this is the kind of game is a good showcase for them each individually and how they press their buttons and play the heroes. But the conditions are rough.
So well, they get to relive in the replay if you're tuning in right now. That's what happened in game number 1. I already gave Mind Control a little bit of crap for actually having Miracle's name on. He's just like, it's a good name. It's that. Thanks. Even though it is unfair, I agree that it is definitely unfair to have 2 miracles in the same team. Cloning is not allowed.
Let's see if they're gonna change anything. I don't think they are.
No, they're not. Even if they did, I don't think Dota would be able to react in time to change it for the next game. Yeah, I do also like it. I'm back on an analyst panel.
Hell yeah.
Hell no. I should never be asked what I know about a game of Dota.
Why not? You called the Lycan jungle.
That's no. See, that's different. That's idiocy. I guess that's not.
You're an idiot, Toby.
That's no. Damn it. This is when I stop talking. This is why I'm not on analyst panels. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have ourselves a break because it looks like everyone's already back inside the game. So it looks like we'll have a little unless you need one, Sind. Do you need some downtime?
I'll have a sip of water.
A sip of I have my beverage. Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated for sure. It's really hot here. I don't know for you. I mean, obviously, compared to where these players are playing from, it's probably really cold here. But by my standards, it's hot and humid here.
No, I think our production team's in Egypt, and they should be like sweating their asses off so much. So yeah, it's lovely. It's a lovely temperature here in the virtual world. God, this was that fun fight up on top lane. It's gonna be so hard. Like you're looking for detection, you're looking for that one opportunity, and then you just still can't find the damn ES. And then he locks you into the fight too.
Look at all these pings from Aframush. It's like here, and they didn't.
I know.
They didn't realize which tree he cut before it was too late with the Clawing Blade, and then this just develops into a complete disaster for them. Yeah, but now looking forward to this next game number 2. Obviously, we do have Mage back, so that might influence how Fate will draft. Obviously, will influence how they play, because now Hook gets to play support again. Maybe he feels more comfortable in that. Given that the other player was a stand-in last minute, there's probably better synergy now. And hopefully Fate can take the fight a little bit more to Nigma in this game than in game number 1.
All right, so it looks like we will actually have ourselves a break as the players need a smoke break. So we'll come back in just a bit for game 2 and see what Fate have in store for us.
راح يبين انفورشنت بالنسبه للسبكتر كان بيستخدم الداجر تبعه على طول بيطلع بالهون. هل ممكن انه يرجع على منطقه فعلا سيف تكون ولا لا؟ هون بنتقل فيها بس ستاند موجود بيناتهم. ويتش دكتور عمر بيجي على الباك لاين الكنترول راح يكون موجود فيه على اي بلاي فور ذا وين، بس الدامج على التو هيروز واحد منهم سبكتر ضعيف. بنشوف راح يكون ميت على الباك لاين. مورفلينك حاليا بالطول خرافيه. اي بلاي فور ذا وين عمر بيكون موجود بالمكان البيرفكت. نيد تيم فايت بيكي بيوزز راح تكون موجوده بالنتورك. سبريجن طالعين داون بيعمل باشين ودامج كثير عالي على هذا الفورس. تريبل راح يكون موجود. اي بلاي فور ذا وين سكيورينج التيم فايت في هاي الاسلام. بيوتيفول اسلام
الجانج، بس ستيل انهم عمالهم بيحاولوا يعملوا برشر اكثر على اللي فوق، خصوصا انه مورفلينج عماله بيعمل سبليت بوش تحت وقرب كثير على الشوت جن. فخلينا نشوف كيف تيم ريفنج حيرد على هذا الحكي.
اكيد حاليا سوبر رودي على التوب لين راح يقدر يعملوا كنترول لكيبر اوف ذا لايت. ولو ويسب راح تكون موجوده وتي بي من لايف ستيلر. ايرشيكر بالايكو سلام بس ما بتقدر تعمل دامج كثير خرافي فيها الشكل من كيكسور على التو هيروز. على طول راح تكون البانشمنت موجوده. ايج بالبيرفكت بوزيشن. لا ما راح تكون بيرفكت ابدا. راح تكون بيرسل داون فيري فيمس بسرعه. عماله بيعمل كلين اب لواحد من الهيروز. دوتكس اندر سيج. جعفر عماله بيحاول ياخذ ساكينج لهاي الاتش بي. يس 100% راح يكون الدمج دان. 4 هيروز داون. سوبر رودي بيحاول يعمل ران داون لسبريغان بس جوات البيس تبعته راح يحس بالمأمن. هلا في عندنا هون بنت اوفر كلوزنج من الشمال ومن اليمين. ممكن انه نشوف بيج تيم فايت عماله بيصير. كوين اوف بين جوثكس راح يكون كنترول بهاي السايلنس على طول. البلينك هل راح يكون موجود ولا لا؟ ليتش راح يكون موجود بالبيج التي والكنترول عماله بيكون موجود. كاونتر انيشيشن ويست لكن اكس مارك عمالها بيكون كثير خرافيه على جوثكس. لساته عايش. الالتي عمالها بتطلع. ليتش عماله بيكون ماخذ هاي الالتي والدمج اوتبوت عماله بيكون موجوده. 1 ميد لينر مقابل 1 سبورت. بورس لايك على 2 هيروز. تايني الاتش بي تبعته عمالها بتنزل. سوبر رودي راح يقدر يخلص على هذا الدمج. برايمر راح تكون موجوده على فيري فيمس قرعه. ما راح يكون الدمج كافي. في عندنا شيب كمان عماله بيعمل فيها كنترول على سبريجن. التورنت عماله بتكون موجوده. هل راح يقدروا يخلصوا عليه ولا لا؟ باتل ترانس عماله بتكون موجوده. كايتد ما في مجال انه يقدر يطلع منها حتى مع البلايندينج لايت. سبريجن راح يكون ايفنتشولي داون هون. كنترول راح يكون موجود بالاكس مارك. حتى لو ما في مانا راح يكون في بورو سترايك والكنترول از بيرفكت والفايت از بيرفكت. وبند اوفر في جيم 2 عمالهم بيكونوا بيرفكت.
مان هحظ كيف حتى ولو انه ما انضرب في تشين فروست مع سول بلايند كيف كان الفايت كثير قدر الامكان حيكونوا يعملوا تيم فايت جمب فانتوم اساسا.
جوثكس بالميد لين عمال بيحاول يعمل البلاي ميتيور بوب الاتش بي تبعته عمالها بتنزل سنو بول فورس. وبنفس الوقت السكند استرال ستيب عمالها بتكون موجوده من كيكسر على الميد لين. راح يكون موجود كيكسر بيحاول يعمل البلاي. الشادو ريز راح تكون بيرفكت. بنفس الوقت فيسلس وايت بحاول انه يقرب المسافه. كانوا راح يحبوا 100% انهم ياخذوا البلاي على جوثكس عماله بيكون التشيزي هيرو. بنفس الوقت مع الاركين رون على المنطقه الثانيه في عندنا ريكويم. سبريجن راح يكون بيرستد داون. وهاي هي فعلا الادفانتج تبعت بند اوفر على هاي البي اي. الستان على الباك لاينز راح تكون موجوده. كرونوسفير بيرفكت على 2 هيروز. على برا هاي الكرونو راح يكون موجود عندك كل الهيروز اللي كملوا هذا الدمج اوتبوت. تاز في مكان كثير غلط. لسه ضايل له 1 سكند هاي البلينك. راح يقدر يجي على المنطقه السيف ولساتهم عمالهم بيجيبوا هيروز هون على الميدين. بيكون في عندنا السنوبول زيتي. ممكن يكون برضه كمان تشين فيد. هذا التي بي اللي عماله بيصير ريفنج. ممكن ادفانتج كثير كبير عمالهم بيخسروه. لكن على الباك لاين تاز بيج سونيك ويف عمالها بتطلع هون وبيقدر انهم ياخذ فيها كل. بس في عندي 4 هيروز داون وخليهم حتى ممكن يصيروا 5 فول تيم وايب. كان ممكن نعتبره بهذا التيم فايت لتيم بند اوفر. يكون على منطقه ثانيه بس الديس انجيج راح يكون سكسسفول. البلينك راح يكون موجود على الابروموش. ما في ديس انجيج. ما في شيء اسمه سكسسفول. هنا هاي جراند فاينل. كوفكس لازم يموت. وهنا حاليا راح يقدر يطلع من السايلنس ومن التشين. وراح يكون الريتيرن كل موجود من سبريجن على الباك لاين على هذا الروبيك. ولساته الفايت راح يكون موجود. ما في مجال انه يطلع ميج. راح يكون فارش هون بهذا الفايت. سبكتر كمان هون في عليه الكنترول. راح يكون موجود. السترينج كان كثير عالي عند الكوتكس لما عمل هاي الستان. بورو سترايك خلال ثانيه واحده راح تطلع. وفي عندنا كان ابدون بالشيلد ما قدروا انه يطلعوا هون من هاي الستان لانه كان بس مجرد سيف. على طول دوتكس على الباك لاين راح يقدر يطلع ويخلص عليه. ابدون مان فايتنج رانينج داون. هذا الاس كي راح يقدر يخلص على الكل. بس السبيس اللي عماله بياخذه من الادابتيف سترايك ممكن يكون في عندنا تيكينج داون. بس اعطاهم البورو سترايك واعطاهم الكل عليه. مان الجيم روشان
في عندنا بلينك داجر كمان راح يكون موجود على هذا الكرونوس بالليجن كوماندر. بنفس الوقت في عندنا النمبرز عماله بتكون موجوده بين كنترولينج بين نايت مير. وراح تكون الستارتنج تبع التيم فايت بالرغم من انه اخذ الاكس. فهنا في عندنا كاونتر انيشيت عماله بيطلع. بنفس الوقت جلوبال سايلنس هيوج عماله بتكون. الايج عماله بتطلع. راح يكون في عندنا فورسال موفمنت. دامج اوتبوت عماله بيكون كثير خرافي. ريسكينج ستاندينج فيرم. والايج ما راح تكون فعليا.
Welcome back, everybody, here for Game 2 of Fate Esports versus Nigma. It's the match that Fate Esports managed to win by winning the Rising Stars tournament, looking for those new players to just really shine. Yes, our pun is done. Let's go to the draft. And I apologize that this has managed to happen. I gave MC shit for calling himself Miracle. And...
He renamed it to Obi-Wan too.
Radiant team pick.
That's nice.
Like, terrific. Absolutely terrific. And Fate, I disagree with this techie span in the first phase. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
It has some very different bans compared to game 1. Koro's ban's more or less the same here. And he will once again pick Earth Spirit. I guess Weeha just wants to have his fun round 2, or maybe it's going to go on GH this game with Fate's first pick, Nature's Prophet.
And this is the flex 2. The flex 2 you have at the beginning. It can go anywhere and everywhere. And I definitely get the whole ban of techies if you want to play a Nature's Prophet. Like, it's crap to play
10
techies.
seconds remaining.
Actually, it's not that bad to play Nature's Prophet against a techies. That's actually
5
okay.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, I would think that's okay.
As long as you don't TP into blind spots in trees, you're going to be okay most of the time.
Keeper of the light. So GH, probably a bit of a treat here for the fans.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming that he plays it.
Classic
Kuro
TI
does
winning
play Coddle.
classic.
Yep. Kuro can play the Coddle as well, so it's a possibility for Nigma if they want to do it.
Dire team ban.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to grab a
Dire
Bane
team
for...
pick.
I'm assuming this is going to be Hook on Bane, now that he's playing support again, with Mage back. Very quick Lycan ban coming out from Nigma. Both teams basically taking like no time with the draft. They have full reserve time. They know exactly what they want to do. In Fate's case, I'm not exactly sure why they really want to ban techies and Tide in the first phase, but you can read into that what you will.
There's going to be something like maybe they're just thinking that Nigma's going to mess around with it later on because we're going to game 2, they're 1 game up, but they just don't want to play that type of Dota.
Dire team
fair.
pick.
Yeah. Hey, Kuro is renowned for playing a fantastic techie. Even though I know it's mind control, I think that wants to play it more than Kuro ever wants to
Could
again.
be. So Tusk, it's going to be the grab for Fate. They have really strong lanes this game. Are very strong skirmishing heroes. It looks like Fate are like, you know
10
what?
seconds remaining.
Nigma kind of crushed us in the last game. They had better fights.
Radiant team pick.
They executed better. So we're gonna pick something so we can snowball as hard as possible. No pun intended on the Tusk, by the way. But that really is the goal. When your support duo is Bane Tusk, you want to fight, and you want to fight a lot. Nigma identifying this will grab themselves a Storm Spirit for Miracle, so they can catch the Nature's Prophet. They have a very mobile hero that can maybe deal with playing around
10
Bane and
seconds
Tusk,
remaining.
so they can't get on top of it. Looks pretty solid. And you have it with Coddle,
5
who can give you
seconds
mana,
remaining.
so that's very nice.
Dire team ban.
Classic pairing.
Queen of pain.
This is a lot of nice early aggression, good rotations, continuing in with Fate's lineup with the Queen of Pain. I wonder, though, if it's Arcana or not. The biggest question of all.
Very important question.
It is, because then which color Arcana as well?
I haven't checked their battle
10
pass levels.
seconds remaining.
Who would?
I'm
5
having a
seconds
look
remaining.
based on game 1, and as far as I can see, nobody's in range for it currently, at least. So it will probably be without Arcana, Toby. Sorry to disappoint there. Even though that is an outstanding Arcana, I gotta say. I loved it from the fan art, and I love the way it looks in game, and the spell effects,
Radiant
everything is super
team
cool.
ban.
It's one of my
Yeah.
favorites in the game.
Radiant team pick.
I still
My
think
favorite fan art, or-
the greatest. If you can call it a set, is actually just the anti-mage persona. I think that actually looks the most fun.
Will be interesting to see how they implement that in the game once that comes out. But yeah, for me, the Queen of Pain, I think I said fan art. I meant concept art. The art that they released when they
10
announced the
seconds
Arcana is,
remaining.
in my opinion, the best art
It's
that Dota has
the
ever
first
had.
time they did a
5
cinematic
seconds
video as
remaining.
well with it too. Like they put a lot of time and effort into the release.
It's the
They
first time
put it
they've
on
done
their
that long.
they put it on their Instagram as well. It's like, oh wow, where the hell did this thing come from?
But you know which image I'm talking about, like the original one.
Yeah.
The one that is in the Battle Pass announcement is just so good. I also like the second one that they put in once they released it. There's a second piece of art with her smiling, I believe. But I still think the first one is the best. Just super cool. It really gave me, it kind of gave me Diablo vibes. And
I can see that.
To an extent. Like some elements looked a bit Diablo inspired, which I believe that game has a lot of really cool art.
If you think of pain, you do think of Diablo.
Especially Diablo 1. That was very painful on some.
Did you hear they're doing it at, I think it was like Diablo 2 is being remade?
Oh, that might be, yeah.
I think I heard about that, and yeah.
Good Meepo ban, by the way. Back on track here.
Yeah, sorry, back to the world of Dota.
Fate have no solution for that hero. It's good against Queen, it's good against Bane, it's good against Nature's Prophet, and actually Tusk. It would have been good against every hero they have. And there's Weeha in the enemy team. So showing some respect there. Obviously assuming that this Ursa could be played by any of their core players, and so could the Storm technically. We're going to grab a Clinks, and a last pick, Naga Siren. Oh boy, this is a really good Naga game.
It's a Kuro Naga. Dude, is this Jungle Naga? Is this Jungle Naga? Is he just concepting what I can jungle as a 5 position?
Oh, this time Miracle's playing Caudle, so I don't think this is a core Caudle. GH Ursa.
What build would you even do on a core Caudle?
Don't know. Refresher? Utility items, Refresher Hex, Force Staff, Mind Control Storm. I think what they're going to do is they will play Kuro as regular carry here. And GH will play 4 Ursa and Miracle will be 5 Caudle. That's my prediction. I think the laning is going to be Mind Control will play Storm mid. And Weehaw will play... No, wait. Mind Control will play Storm off lane with Ursa. Then they will play Earth Spirit mid on Weehaw. And then they will play Caudle Naga. That's my guess, that they're going to lane like that.
Okay.
If Naga gets farmed this game, it is insanely good. There's so little AoE on the Fate side. The hero owns Clinks completely. I would say it's good, very good against Tusk and Bane later on in the game. But like we focused on, the positives for Fate is how much they can do in the early game, right? They have very good lanes that they can try to take advantage of. Guess I'm thinking about how Fate are going to put their lanes to really make this work, right? Like, let's say they have the same assumption I do about the laning, which we don't know if that's going to be true or not. But if you assume that the Storm, the lane is, what did I say would be Storm Ursa, right? Yeah, Storm Ursa off lane. You could possibly, you could safe lane your Quap against this. You could do Quap Tusk or Quap Bane, insanely powerful lanes. Put the Clinks mid, let him farm against the what we would presume would be an Earth Spirit. It's a completely fine lane for Clinks to farm in, I think. Should be okay. And then you could try to challenge the Naga Caudle lane with Furion +1, which I don't think you win on paper, but I think the trade-off is probably good enough that you do want to do that as Fate. But we'll see what they're up to. At least the voice lines are ready.
Yeah. At least I can also say the Queen of Pain, both Dagger and Wings do look very nice. Yeah. It's not Arcana, but it still looks nice. I hope you can still combine those things. Like how much can you knock? I don't know. Like once you have the Arcana, can you still use other items?
Yeah, you can. I don't know which slot it uses. I'm assuming the Arcana only uses one slot. I don't have it myself yet. I definitely want to get it before the end of the battle pass, but yeah, I haven't got myself the Quap one just yet.
Well, you just got to keep playing, leveling up the old-fashioned way, right? This is a free-to-play game, right?
Yeah. I think reaching the Quap one will be difficult.
I wonder actually, like, if there's a calculation, how many hours of Dota you would have to play to reach that.
I think it is. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it's mathematically impossible to get the Quap one only by playing the game. Unless the summer event that is yet to be released has a lot of battle pass levels in it, you can't get it. And I mean, when you think about it, when you think about other Arcanas, it's like saying, you know, you also can't obtain the other Arcanas in the game without buying them, right? So you're not going to, well, technically, if you play enough, you can get it as a random drop, which is astronomically unlikely, or you can get it in a Riley wheel from the battle pass.
I love what you... So Miracle is currently body blocking GH, so he can't run out to the lane in time. He's just... They're hurting each other right now, and I'm not quite certain. Like, it looks like Caudle is built for support, but this doesn't feel like a full support build from the Keeper of the Light. Meanwhile, Kuro is back in base using mirror images to move out and scout too. And he's built himself up for what looks to be...
mid.
No, he's already there. And he's already very much itemized for this. I think he's actually itemized. He is jungling. He's actually jungling. Obviously, you can't go, like, I'm going to get, like, double stout shields. And, like, poor man shield is... wait for 7.
It did call the offlane Storm at least, Toby, so we got that one right.
That we did.
But GH is carry Ursa. GH, by the way, I think people a lot of the time forget this because he's so famous for his position 4. GH mainly got discovered for his mid play, actually. He played an insane Magnus. I very much remember that before he got big in the international scene. His Magnus was incredible. And a lot of the time in pub games, you'll actually find him playing core. Whether it's carry or mid lane, he just likes playing Dota, I think. I don't think he cares too much what role he plays. So, oh boy, speaking of that, let's Aframush is
he's
taking a
fine.
beating, but
Like until you get Fury swipes on the Ursa, it doesn't really feel like he's going to be that intimidating. And they already had to give him the Mango, one of them from the Keeper of the Light, because he went Blinding Light first and no Chakra. It's just positional.
As for the side of Fate, they're going to put the Queen of Pain mid. Had the option of putting it safe lane, but they are going to play it stable or standard, if you will. They're putting the carry safe lane in the Clinks, and then yeah, Mind Control is kind of struggling here. Trying to pull the wave against Bane is not going to work.
I don't even know how you do this. Like, he has to TP out now, right?
He is actually dead now. He's either dead or taking forever. And he did at least successfully... No, he didn't even successfully stack the wave. This is absolutely horrible for him. Well, okay. Rook is trying to find him. He's like, what happened?
It's fine. Naga's in the jungle, right? And you hit the the better timing at level 2 this time around.
He's trying to get a kill on the range creep here, and he's probably going to die for it. But
he needs one more attack.
Yeah, he got it.
Does he die of the wave? He wants to outrun it. This is Clowny. Buys 3 mangoes and a clarity, and then commits suicide to the tier 1 tower on bottom.
And he still didn't manage to stack the wave, so Firo is still gonna be able to just stabilize the lane. He didn't really... A lot of the time when you skip waves like this, you pull them around in a circle, and then the end outcome is that the enemy gets a double wave, so they push you into tower, and then you get experience. But all Mind Control got for this was one lousy range creep. That's all he got. So not too good for his efforts. But at the very least, he's keeping Bane very busy.
I'm interested, like, what kind of space this creates. Like, you're still running a 2-2 lane up on top, and it creates space for the jungle. But jungle Dota hasn't been a thing in, well, forever. I actually can't remember the last time when a jungler was actually a positional. Oh, looks like Miracle getting caught out. Aframush actually locks him inside the shards. Quick fairy fire. Salve's also available. A quick jump forward from GH. Creates a space. And Miracle will be able to heal himself up.
Now, pretty surprising here in mid, Weehaw is actually currently leading against Mage. Earth Spirit against Quap.
I like this from Storm. If Bane walks in on him, okay, never mind. That's a level 1 remnant that does almost no damage. Never mind. I don't like this. I take it back. I take it back. My control goes down the off lane.
I'm on fire.
I wonder. I still wonder what Kuro. What inspired him today? He woke up today. He was like, "I'm gonna play the show match against the winners of Rising Stars, and I will jungle no matter the cost. If Mind Control doesn't even get to play Dota, doesn't matter. I will get my jungle Naga."
I'm just trying to prove a point.
I don't know.
Anything else?
It's interesting for sure.
Oh my god, up on top. Looks like Tuskar is going to go down, while you can actually see the trap that Mind Control tried to send. So concept-wise, it was interesting. Execution-wise, a little less interesting, as now he's trying to creep skip once again on bottom. But he's not even a level 2. And TP support's coming in. Klinks actually wants the kill. He left the lane so he can come over and get that bonus death pack. So up to 10. But keep an eye on the Naga. She's got 1,400. She's got the same net worth as the Queen of Pain. 4 minutes in.
Yeah, and Storm Spirit has about the same net worth as the enemy supports. So I guess that's the trade-off. The problem is just for Nigma, they're not getting experience from one of the 3 lanes. So
GH trapped up, blinding light, no mana at the moment, short by 30, so he couldn't instantly push him off, and GH has to back all the way up. No more health consumables for this top lane of Nigma, but the couriers are coming as fast as they can with the salves.
Yep. Kuro's going to continue to farm, and we have to focus a little bit on this Naga. I know it's not... Oh, nice shards.
Actually cancels the salve
for stopping the salve there. Good job. Yeah, it's not the most exciting hero to watch, the Naga, but it feels like this is the kind of game where it ends up being the story of the game. Either it works out for Kuro and he ends up carrying, or the fact that he put Naga jungle kind of just sabotaged Mind Control's entire game. It's one or the other.
That's cute for Miracle. He used Blinding Light to push Afro off the rune, so he's able to get one. The TP out from Prophet's gonna be successful as well.
Mind control, bottom.
Oh, again.
He should be okay. He'll get some experience here, actually. Very nice and refreshing.
He actually lost his salve.
I think he should have fairy fired that instead of salving first. But he tried to kill the courier. It had 3 health, but survived.
They're coming after him again.
Yep.
They really want to get that death pack damage again, and Storm Spirit's been very willing to feed it so far.
I think he hasn't had much of a choice, rather, is the right way to put it. It's been tough times.
How long until Kuro actually becomes a hero? Like we saw him with a Dominator, then have an Influence and Necro Books, but right now he's got 3 Wraith Bands and building into Treads.
Yeah, he needs a while. Oh, another salve from GH, kind of wasted here. Not really respecting how much pressure that is being put on him by Fate in this top lane. Say if you want to salve here, you got to back off entirely. Right?
Snowball going after GH, and the shards lock him in place, and there is no Blinding Light. I like how they're calling out as well. Kuro is like, okay, we're going to put the bounty on him. 5 minutes. We'll come to your jungle within the next 5 minutes to see if we can stop you from doing what you did in game 1. I'm really looking forward to actually like bounties. Like, I was going to say bounties at TI. Too soon.
I love that voice wheel. That one. Thanks, MC. The timing of that was pretty impeccable, actually, not gonna lie.
How does he know?
Psychic.
By the way, they're nightmaring again, and well.
He has Vortex.
Yeah, underneath the tower. Hook.
That was a kill there. I think that was a possibility of a kill for MC if he had expected that Hook would come in that close. Shards.
Ready for the roll? They're going after like bottom lane to first get the kill on Mind Control, then up towards the top lane where the kill will come on Nature's Prophet.
Love it. Well, this time around, at least Fate are off to a much better start. Firo has a great early game. He's got the top net worth, 3 stacks on death pack damage, so already 15 extra, just free damage essentially. Which, if you were to convert this into just Dota gold that you had to pay for this, it's 1,000
3 heroes
gold.
together, catching him out the top rune, tries to rolling boulder out, won't happen, begins his TP instead, and whey! I heard that scream. He was dead before the scream even released.
Making sure he gets killed there, Mage. I actually do think that Sonic Wave might have been necessary for the kill. It would have been close without it.
I'm fairly certain he was dead before the Sonic Wave connected. I don't have a kill count. Yeah, at least my eyes saw that. I have nothing other than my eyes to go on, so it won't hold up in a court of law.
Mind control. Interesting situation here.
Oh,
fairy fires.
It's like I just got deny the death pack. Deny the death pack. Just keep running. Oh wait, no. I give the gift. And now mid lane. Gonna have a crack over Kuro, trying to get the mirror image up as quick as he possibly could. That's a lot of armor they've got to get through. The blind line pushing it back out. Difficult to get the damage out. Naga Siren still alive underneath the tier 1 tower until the scream from Mage will finish the job. But GH wants his own fight. Will-O-Wisp actually gets the Tusker just on the edge and rolling ball forward with a kick. Weehaw reaches his target of Tusk, but they're a little deep in. Miracle doesn't have a lot of life to work with. Blinding Light trying to push back the Bane, the Nightmare, keeping GH under control. One last Chakram, something to give him on the road, while rolling boulder from Wee underneath the tower. Mage just wants to TP away to safety. The right thing to do. Had enough life to complete.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Still becoming a pretty substantial lead here for Fate now. Both Queen of Pain and Klink's having very good games.
Klink's wants GH. Doesn't have the ultimate available. They need the snowball control, and they've got it. And that's now plus 25 over on the Klinks.
And to answer your question about when does Naga become a hero? Well, if the enemy team jumps on you, you at least tank, which is what happened there. But as far as offensive potential goes for Kuro, it's quite far away. Now he has triple Wraithband Treads, which is, you know, it's pretty good farm. He's top net worth in his team. But if he wants to go for Manta and then Diffusal, we're talking...
Oh, they didn't block him!
15 minutes probably.
The Snowball's going to keep up with him. He rolled out underneath the Observer Ward, so Wii does go down. They brought 5 heroes to kill off Wii.
Mind control level 6.
Hope.
Well, what do you know? Now he actually gets to play, because now he's a really difficult kill for them.
Radiant's bottom tower is
They are buying Orchid on Mage, which is quite far away. But outside of that, the only real catch they have for him is Fiend's Grip. Not accounting for, say, a Tusk Invis Rune or whatever with a punch into Snowball stun. But obviously if you Snowball first, it's very easy.
Well, we better get like Orchids on Clinks, and also like the old school, like the older build for Clinks to go against the Storm Spirit. But he at least can get the silence off on Storm before he can react, while Queen of Pain has to blink in or something.
Yeah, I think Firo actually needs to, as Miracle will get killed here by Mage, I think Firo needs to get damage for his team. The Co-op will buy this a bit of utility, and if the Nature's Prophet is also buying Orchid, you shouldn't buy 3, right?
Yeah.
It's too much of the same thing. You need to make sure you have the damage through eventual BKBs and whatnot. Hook bottom.
Initiation onto the Bane. How's he play the Nightmare out? Nightmare 1, Fiend Script the other. Somebody come and help me. Nope, Enrage. Able to break free a little bit faster, but Nature's Prophet's TPing in the shards. Mind Control using every bit of mana he's got to get back to the tier 1 tower. But they do force the rotations while in mid. Clinks gets brought down by Weeha, working with the Naga Siren.
Oh, now Aframush is in trouble as well. He snowballed defensively. He only has a punch now. It's the only thing that'll buy him time. GH actually doesn't have mana for another jump, or that was a kill. Running low there for Earthshock. No Coddle to help him. So at the very least, for Aframushi does stay alive. And maybe now they can turn. 3 seconds, Snowball ready. He's baiting GH. Yeah. There's the sleep. A little bit of overlap of spells, but...
Wait for the punch.
He's dead.
Got him.
That trick won the great brawl at the White Fields.
At the same time, I would say at the same time you're killing a support, but that's not the way that's played right now. Miracle's getting his space up on top, but you see the Clinks moving quickly.
Radiant are scanning.
You can't get the death pack damage from this, but it should be a pretty simple kill. Actually, maybe not with the Blinding Light.
No, I don't think he can kill him. If Miracle is quick on the buttons here.
Wanted to channel, wanted to TP. He has no stuns. Now you just need to hit one more Searing Arrow will do the job.
He needs
walk
to run
back in again?
Straight. Oh, actually, straight right is fine too. And now he's going to get Tranquil Boots, so he'll actually heal up to full again.
Weep, a little bit brought down. GH working with Mind Control to make sure they can catch out Nature's Prophet. 1 Vortex to cancel the TP away to safety. And Goro's going to come in and kill the Cure. Oh, come on. You did nothing.
I am helping.
Oh, Miracle's able to TP down to the outpost, giving GH another quick jump. Thanks to Chakram, but no one's there.
I did that.
Hey, it's all for his meta timing. It's not like, oh, no, I'm not going to build a Fusel or anything like this. It might actually help my team. No, I'm just going to go straight in for Manta. Queen of Pain's in here. No Sonic Wave available. Caught at the Willow with Snowball forward. They're looking for GH as the Brain Tap actually kills him before the Snowball connects him with the Fiend's Grip. They get a little bit of control before Storm once again getting on top of Hook, but now he's trapped out. He'll have to ball lining forward. One more attack will do the job. Even with the Riptides, Hook will survive underneath the tier 1 tower while the Burning Army will begin. Song of the Siren doesn't put them to death. In fact, they're using the Song of the Siren to clean up some of the Burning Army, but they haven't used it to retreat. There's still 4 heroes together. The Nightmare on Naga. A kick forward. Now the Rolling Boulder forward too. They're going after XT, or Root, underneath the tower. Goodbye, Miracle. Low on mana for the Clinks. This may not be so great for a little bit longer a time. Great TP away. Already to safety for the Queen of Pain. Dodging the Rolling Boulder forward from Wii. While Dust being triggered. Mind Control still wants more of a kill, and maybe they get it on Nature's Prophet. Isla not in a great position. Unless the Wrath of Nature goes, so he's got a little bit more damage to help out his teammates, and they can look to bring down Mind Control.
And they also did kill Wii with the Wrath of Nature, so very nice. That was a lot of gold. And a lot of experience gained for the Radiant. You know, overall, the fight is a pretty even outcome, as maybe Afro will die here. See, well, but GH is going to pay his own life.
See how much damage he can do in return. All right.
He got a creep. Nice.
Value.
As Mistake is pointing out, though, this Clink's death pick damage is starting to become kind of an issue, you know? Like, he's going to get Deso in 400 gold. Oh, well,
Rolling Boulder forward.
That'll help.
How do you stop damage? Just kill him. Naomi, Hook can actually create a little of extra space. Nightmare, he doesn't have Fiend's Grip. Sonic Wave, a rolling boulder. The Searing Arrows actually chased him as well. Maybe Mind Control can finish the job. Some extra help will arrive from Keeper of the Light, giving him the chakra. He's vortexing the pushback Queen of Pain. So Mind Control does have the double kill. He's so low on life. One charges in 1 second time. He needs to get to the river where his Ocean Heart can do something. Now GH will join the fight, but Mage blinks forward, catching Mind Control before he can do anything to get away, and Mage's TP will be successful. But meanwhile, in the north, where Kuro seems to hang out, he's still farming up his Mantis style. He's now 7,000 net worth. He's 700 ahead of number 1 for Radiant. Oh, fate.
Dude, you can say what you want, but this is creative Dota. It's very different from what we usually see, and that's great for a shell match, right? Like,
yeah.
Kuro, actually, he doesn't have a Quelling Blade. That is
problematic.
That's bad news against Nation.
He does have 16 armor, and he's
going to try and fight
inside of Roshan.
He's baiting them.
Fight with everything he's got. Yeah, he's won this. Oh wait, no way. They under stuns, no cancels. Meanwhile, on bottom, Miracle will die, and Ursa will join him as well. Fiend's Grip's already been committed. The Burning Army looking to go through the tree lines. I love how the Burning Army curves to the right when it hits a wall.
Miracle was busy tipping Kuro. He just died. Oh, I love it. I love it. We on Mind Control.
Watch your hero, boys. Watch your hero.
Trying to scan out here. We're hoping to find the Clinks, in which case they can obviously just dust with Weeha and get the job done. But no Clinks in sight. He is bottom, looking to get the tier 1 tower, and his Deso is flying out now as well, by the way. So Firo will be
jumping mid.
Firo needs to be dealt with in fights. Yeah, Avro's dead. I think what Nigma need to do in fights is they have to get on top of the Clinks. You can't let him have free fights when he has this much bonus damage. You've given him a free relic, basically, from kills. And now he also has Deso. So he hits for 218 damage right now with -7 armor. -6 armor. It gets changed all the time. Please forgive me.
You are forgiven.
Mid tower?
Does he see him up there?
Defending?
Yeah, he does. Blinding Light, miss. Oh, wait, he still gets hit.
Another 5 damage. Orchid.
Oh. Looking for an ensnare. Won't happen. Prophet TP's out in time. Maybe now is time for Song of the Siren to try and reset. They want to kill off the Bane first, however, and they are able to do that, but Mind Control also going down. Furo. He just had no life whatsoever. Maybe with the ensnare, Nature's Prophet's going to lose his life too. They have the damage, and the Kuro one position jungle is now online as Tusker also wants to run away, but GH will get that kill. Mage wants something more. He's got Sonic Wave available. He lets it rip, but he misses GH. Almost point blank. GH will complete his TP out to safety. Naga's asleep for the moment. She does have the Manta available, so there's no real control, and so she'll Song on the Siren and TP away to safety as well. Oops. Tip, tip, tip.
Oh, Mage.
Mind Control? Mind Control?
Oh, no.
He got the Vortex! He got the ball lightning forward! He kills off Mage! TP to the tier 2 tower. He's Nightmare up. Weeha might have to help him as Nature's Prophet's nearby. Weeha rolling boulders forward. He's looking to silence up the Bane so he can finally break the Storm Spirit free, and you will get the kill. No! Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Isla's got him on the pop. Thanks to the Orchid.
There's a lot of damage being done here right now. Weeha, why is Weeha not dusting? He knows Clinks is
Naga's
here.
now going to do a hell of a lot of damage as well. Slept up for the moment thanks to the Nightmare. Silence him with the Orchid, but Manta doesn't really care about that. And now is going to have a 4-on-1, but GH as well as Miracle wants to try and change those odds. Furo sitting behind him. It's a great double stun from Aframush, but now underneath the Will-O-Wisp. They want to make sure this Clinks just can't move away. Kuro will finally go down, killed off by the Clinks, the Will-O-Wisp. It pulls him back at the last moment, and the Blinding Light, but the damage isn't enough. 200 HP. The Clinks will survive to kill yet again. Now plus 80 on the Clinks.
Storm has respawned though. Let's see if no, he's not TPing out. Oh, he doesn't have TP. Not trying to do anything here. Yeah, a little bit of a honestly.
I'm sorry, a little bit of
so we in this fight got a sick magnetize, and he knew Clinks was there, right? Because his rolling boulder hit him. He knew he hit an obstacle, and that's the only possible obstacle in the game that he could have hit. He didn't dust that whole time. I feel like if they dust, they can just isolate and kill the Clinks and win that fight. So that was very odd for me that they didn't do that in time. And instead, Clinks kind of got to, you know, get way too many hits in. And if you're not on top of this guy, he is killing your heroes. Still hitting insanely hard, working toward the BKB now. Kuro closing in on Diffusal, though, will be a bit of a problem. But BKB obviously offsets that timing by a little bit, at least.
Just like these longer drawn out kind of damages, fights, you don't get that bonus 67 damage he's looking for from the Searing Arrows. Obviously, depending on the time of the fight. Middle lane, rolling boulder forward. They're going in after Tusker. They got some good silence, and even with the Coddle Blast, it connects pretty nicely, giving him just enough damage to kill off Aframush before there's any kind of follow-up. And now, again, Chakra. Oh, rolling boulder. Maybe they can catch out Hook. My god, we just go so far with this. And Kuro will make more of himself, can break Wee free. Another rolling boulder forward. Hook at least dodges that. More support's coming in. Queen of Pain's thinking about it. She's got Orchid and Sonic Wave. The Burning Army starts to drop as Wee just goes in once again. Looking for his own target.
Is this, yeah, I was about to say, is it Roche time? Like, you got 2 kills, you're in the area anyway, you have Ursa. And that is indeed the call here for Nigma. They do have Coddle ulti as well. The scan comes out. So Fate are aware that this is happening, but they seem unable to connect in time. Clinks is not moving. Queen of Pain is still top. They're just going to concede Roche. That is bad news for Fate.
That's the dream. That's the dream for an Ursa.
Yeah, I love that.
And now they're coming over for Furo. They bring detection. Dust is in the backpack of Ursa. Song of the Siren switching the dust in 3, 2, 1. Jump.
See ya.
How to get on top of a Klings who's got a crap ton of damage and negate his effect. The Song of the Siren. Well, that's a dream room for a Storm Spirit.
Yeah, not only does it get regen, he was out of mana. So that is absolutely perfect timing here for Mind Control. Doesn't seem to be using it though. A little bit surprising. Usually when you get a regen rune on Storm, you jump everywhere, but he wanted to get his Kaya, and now he actually got full mana, so the regen expired. I mean, it's not his most played hero, so... But still.
Rolling boulder forward. They're still hunting the Queen of Pain. Maybe they'll find the mango tree sometime soon as well.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Corp's gonna jump forward. Orchid Silence is out. I think it was out for top lane when Nature's Prophet gets killed off. And there goes your Aegis Immortal Mage, able to blink away to safety. But then again, Izzy, the Magnetized rings the ears, but he lives on 100 HP. Are we trapped up? Clinks lets the clumsy net go, and Weeha just wants to rolling boulder away the Will-O-Wisp. Man, that's a really great position. They can kill off the Clinks if they can just stay on top of him. But where's the detection? Where's the information? He just avoids the Illuminate.
Hello.
And now, where's your hit? Firo just kills Wee as he rolling boulders into him. Mind Control will have to finish the job.
Did we forget he had dust? You pointed it out, man. It's like, where's the detection?
Was it on cooldown from? No, it's been longer than 30 seconds since bottom lane.
But yeah, Firo is happy to get a trade there at GH. Will die as well. A couple of nice kills.
They want to really keep going. They know Miracle's close by. They just profit TPs in, able to connect over on the Sprout. Not a tango. Not a way to survive. Ghost Scepter won't save you. Not against Bane and Quap.
They see Kuro.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's a pretty big
issue is I don't know if they can kill him in a 3 or 4v1 if they don't grip. I think they have to grip. Or he doesn't die. He can manta off their orchids and use mirror image, and then he can song.
They're looking for him.
Oh,
Shards are able to connect.
That is not good.
And that snowball follow-up. Can he get the Song of the Siren off from the grip? Now's your time. And nope, not even required.
All right, that's kind of a... Yeah, I mean, he obviously doesn't know exactly where they are and how they're coming in, so he was hoping he could TP out, but there's multiple ways of living there. You can, like, Song of the Siren first, right, and TP out, but wasn't expecting that they knew exactly where he was. So maybe could have cut a different path. Maybe could have chosen not to start TPing yet. Many maybes, but he obviously doesn't have the vision that we do, so it's a lot easier said than done for him. And that's a big kill. You need that kill if you're Fate right now. Slow down the Naga so that you stay ahead in the game, or well, you're not actually ahead, but so you stay within reach, rather, is probably a better way to say it. Because Naga is a big problem for them this game, strategically.
I find it amusing that the tier 2 items are not complete yet, and we're 25 minutes in. It's for the Dire side. They only just got their third one now for a Naga who's just been sitting in the jungle the entire time.
Worthy tribute.
Obviously not killing Ancient, so having that odds, but...
I think later in this game, after the early stage, Kuro has been playing a lot more in lanes than jungle. But yes, it's still surprising, regardless. Maybe they lost one.
No, it shows up as 5. Actually, Radiant lost one. The Ring of Aquila. Oh no, it's backpacked. It's backpacked. It's unknown because it was dropped. They had it on the ground somewhere.
Hero's gonna grab his BKB. Big item alert. He's still not safe though. He still dies if Naga or Ursa get on top of him and gets a hit a lot, but it will definitely help. Isla.
Nice BKB. Mage will come in as well, and well, Mind Control's gonna suck up on the hill. Nice suck up on a different type of hill to then get Sonic Wave down. Buys back instantly, wants to be part of this fight. Song of the Siren is available. Do they try and reset this one? As Miracle able to get his ulti off, the BKB'd up Clinks just wasn't even looking over towards the Coddle. Now it's the job of Mage to finish that job as Naga TPing out on 11 HP. Kuro is able to survive. So Mind Control can finish the job over on Tusker, or at least he's attempting to do that. Mage is finally brought down by GH, and they want to kill off Isla. No BKB, they know it. Rolling Boulder onto him. Mind Control's finally finished his job with the Tusker, and that's a triple kill for GH. Double damage Ursa, who survives the entire fight, and Naga escaping on 11 HP.
That was so close. Kuro, he used, I think he used Mirror Image when he was on 2/3 HP already from the initial Sonic Wave. So his illusions weren't that tanky, and it was easier for them to isolate and find the real Naga. Then he gets a clutch Manta off in the end and just barely gets away, like you said. So that was on a basically 1% health or less. What did you say it was? Was it 11?
It was 11 HP.
That's 0.5% health. And it kind of has a huge impact on that fight, because if Kuro dies, even if the rest of the fight is the same, it doesn't feel as bad.
Yeah, you get to watch it again.
Yep.
This is the start of the fight. I like how at least you got a good vision on the hillside, thanks to Mind Control jumping up. Well, Sonic Wave really did ripple out nicely through all of them.
Yeah. But Kuro,
MC did the job of the support before dying. Get it out. Yeah, now you see Kuro and... Yep. 11 for a second.
Now back to live though. GH has jumped in. Used Abyssal already, did not find a kill with that because of the defense of Bane.
Mind Control is making sure the Bane is very much locked down. But now he'll pay the price. Not really creating enough space with that dieback from before. Or the buyback from before. Now he's got 100 seconds on the sideline, and you can see just how fast Nigma want to disengage from this. But the rolling boulder, it connected on the Nature's Prophet who TP'd in. Now everyone else will TP out, apart from Miracle. He was left behind, forgotten by the captain. And Sonic Wave will ensure he goes down.
Yeah, might have actually been needed. He was Ghost Pepper TPing. They had no stuns for him. So, yeah. All right. It's something for Fate. They unfortunately can't take Roche because he's dead. But maybe they can look toward a tier 2 tower. Nigma want to fight this.
Entry, and they thought they could have a fight, but Weehar is the one being caught out with the Comsnet controlling in the Blade Mail, just stopping the damage for the moment. Rolling Boulder right, there's no way. Is he actually going to walk away from this? Back to the tier 3 tower, and another quick Rolling Boulder back to the fountain. But no, Prophet, he's TP'd in the Rolling Boulder, and he gets back to the fountain the whole way. And they just Prophet, is someone going to stun? No, they don't.
I think
he's out to safety, but Kuro's Fiend Script. Kuro is underneath the outpost, and they'll flip him with the Walrus Punch, and that is 60 seconds on the sideline now for the Naga Siren.
I'm surprised we didn't roll back onto the Nature's Prophet inside his own base there and try to kick him into the fountain. It also looked like Mind Control was frantically pinging him after he went out. He's like, why didn't you go on him, man? Come on. Just TPing back out. You could have gone for that. But, yeah. Well, at the very least for them, Wii gets out, but the casualty of Kuro is actually even worse. So, another good pickup for Fate. They're still not favored in this game, but they're starting to equalize it quite a bit. Like, 3 of their heroes still in the top 4. Mid lane.
There's actually hesitation for a moment from Wee because he thought it was too good to be true again. He thought it was bait. So with the Observer and Sentry, it wasn't bait. Now full Abyssal Ursa, BKB on the way. E-Blade is now done also for Weehaw. Items coming left, right, and center. Even the Heart is, what was that, like 1,500 gold away from completion.
Yeah, and that's big. Like, I'm still... Oh, Mind Control. Mind Control's super dead. He really needs to buy a defensive item. It's like, yeah, you're going to get this Bloodstone, but you're playing against 2 Orchids of Storm.
Yules.
He is committing for it. Yule would have been a really good item this game, but Mind Control wants his Bloodstone, so Mind Control will get his Bloodstone. That's
the way he rolls, right?
Yeah. Kuro's Heart now less than 1,000 gold away. Going really fast, obviously, when he's not getting caught out and actually farming.
Nigma looking for their own fight up on top lane. Just had the outpost taken, the tier 2 tower melts. The TP from GH will complete, so we can jump forward with the Earthshock into the Abyssal Blaze done. Clinks now gets the Burning Army off. Had a lot of extra life, BKB as well, so the Will-O-Wisp won't really affect him. The Sonic Wave even clipping into Mind Control. But where's the extra help? They're trying to take this fight without the Storm Spirit to jump to the back lines and without even Naga Siren being there. Now the pressure will come to the tier 3 tower of Nigma on top lane. And they hit hard. So fast. Fate Esports, they're loving this now.
Naga TP in 5 seconds. Fate needs to be careful not to overextend here. They might feel eager because they can get a lane of barracks, but this could end up being really expensive if they don't get out right now. This blinding light.
Straight through them all. Whoops! Problematic. Support required.
Here comes
Mind Control goes down to the back lines, but Kuro has arrived and stands up the Bane. The Naga Illusion taking care of most of that until he self-nightmares, and now Kuro's already changed target. Rolling boulder forward from Wee will be able to take care of the Bane after he's already finished with the Clinks, and they want more. Now from Moosh, Snowball's available for a quick little save from himself, but I think he realizes that resistance is futile here.
Mind Control was really slow to do a second jump there. He jumped over all of them, and it almost felt like he hesitated to do the second jump. And they get the Orchid out on time. Quick fingers, of course. Also there from Fate to get that. And they got the melee Rex. It's the big one. Sure, the range is still standing, but it's low health here against Nature's Prophet. It's kind of inevitable that it should fall. Unless Nigma
you're also
really...
against a Naga. Like, she's finished hard, now going for a butterfly. Kuro is... I think he's trying to prove that there can be 2 1s in a game.
Well, there's only one right now. That's him.
GH?
So...
this might be an easy kill. He's saving the Abyssal Blade for exactly that. He knew he would be sprouted up. He needed to jump out. Whoa! Wide ball! He's gonna get one more swipe! Oh, come on!
You're kidding me!
I'm not!
What? Did he lose vision there?
I don't know. Fiend's Grip in mid. Weehaw is in a lot of trouble. He's got 1 charges available. The Fiend's Grip will last just long enough to make sure that Mage can just finish the job.
Dude, I actually can't believe that. That is such an un-GH mistake. Wow. I actually think that kill can't fail if he just attack clicks ground, but exactly because he jumps and Furion does the perfect turn at the same time, he can miss. You saw he just Earthshocked and he was like, he's dead. He already expected the hero to die. Then he was like, wait a minute, there was no kill message. Uh-oh. Turns around. And then, wow. Oh boy, this could lead to a Roche.
Yeah,
because Nature's Prophet is actually part of this, and they might not have had the confidence to go for this without it. Yeah, it's dead.
Clinks hit so hard as well. They're all too late. The Observer and Sentry of Nigma did see the movement towards Roshan. But it's like they want the game to go a little longer. It's still kind of silly as well. I think there's only 2,000 the difference. 45 to 37, 34 minutes in, and there's only like 2,000 both gold or experience.
Oh, Isla. All right, second chance. GH. This time he's not going to slip up, surely.
He's already used Abyssal. They'll cut him free. Mage will now arrive, and, well, Enrage is not possible just yet. Sonic Wave will connect. He'll Enrage, begin the TP out, and the Snowball will cancel that. So GH does go down. But Storm, wait, missed the wave, but it's fine. Bloodstone is complete.
Uh-oh, miracle. His Glimmer in his
Give the
backpack.
information. Nightmare just in time. That TP had 0.2 seconds left on it.
Did he not realize he had Glimmer in backpack when he did that? I think he backpacked his Glimmer to ward, and then he forgot to swap it back in, so he couldn't Glimmer to TP out.
The issues you don't normally face is a one
This
position.
is starting to look really bad now for Nigma. I felt like they were getting the game under control, but they've kind of really slipped up in the last 5 minutes. Just a lapse in concentration, honestly.
But Storm has cleaned up the bottom lane, so that push has now just died in his tracks. The Naga Illusions actually did damage to the tier 3 tower in mid. So they actually reached Weeha. This is an interesting position to be in. He's going to rolling boulder forward, looking for the gank over on Prophet, but Prophet's still got BKB. You're going to Blade Mail on the Earth Spirit. He's going to E-Blade and then begin his own TP out, and they have nothing to stop that. This is
Queen's
just
level
space
25.
creation.
Queen is 25. He has fear.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
That is true.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
All of a sudden, Mage got so many levels.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Clinks. Yeah, ensnare me all you want. Give me back to your tier 4 towers. Aegis the Immortal will give him a second life while the Fiend's grip controlling Weeha. Song of the Siren will cancel this as the Ball Lightning Storm preparing to make sure the Bane has no more effect on this fight. Illusions around everyone. The kick, the 3-man silence from Weeha, but BKB will allow Nature's Prophet to stand his ground and fight, but GH very much ready to that task to get rid of him. The Burning Army creates the wall around the mid. Buyback coming in from Prophet so he can rejoin the fight, but they're going to bash forward onto the Queen of Pain. She's down for 100 seconds now. Clinks becomes the new target as Ursa, protected by the E-Blade, a rolling boulder back out again. Can he actually try and fight here? No, he can't. He just get brain zapped down to die. However, Kuro can try and fight. Miracle giving a 3-man Ignis. Difficult to move away, impossible for the Bane. Mind Control staying on top of him, but Kuro wants more. He hits the ensnare, so Mind Control can ball lightning forward over the top of the Clinks and finish the job.
And that whole fight was with a Nature's Prophet buyback, so effectively a 5-for-1 fight for Nigma. They only lost the Ursa. And the thing that really brings it together for them that time is that they finally get to have all 5 heroes in the same spot and use a good Song of the Siren to set themselves up for success. And Kuro's net worth truly gets put to use in this fight. He's going to have a Butterfly next fight, which will make it even worse for the Radiant side. But, yeah, Fate got very close to second laner Rax there. The range Rax only on 400 health, but overextended just a little bit. And now it's getting scary, because now you have 2 or 3 waves pushed in with long respawn timers against a Naga. This is where good Naga players can kind of maintain map control by starting to play on the enemy side of the map. Let's imagine if you look where Miracle is right now, they could just group up there and send illusions out to push. We're going to have a replay of the fight though.
Yeah, really great way we just isolate the Clinks back at the tier 4 towers, but Song just reset. How do you deal with this when 4 of your heroes who are alive like are just put napping?
Radiant are scared.
And they didn't even do it perfectly, right? They had a full-on ball lightning across the entire fight during Song. So Mind Control's initial jump didn't deal damage.
Mind Control might be in trouble.
Uh-oh. He's dead.
If we come back live, Orchided, Izzy. Yeah. He bloodstained up, so a lot of extra life came back in again, and the Fiend's Grip is available. But now, here comes Weeha. They snowballed as well, but wait, he got silenced by Weeha, so it ends up canceling.
They waited so long on the grip. They had an eternity to grip there.
Isla's trying to stick with him. He sprouts up, but he won't find the opportunity now on bottom lane. Bane's got nothing left in the tank. GH jumps forward. Easy Abyssal Blaze done. Bane's
clutch save. I mean, great save coming in from Wee, but Hook had him sitting in Nightmare for like 4 seconds without gripping. And then when they're finally like, okay, man, in order to get this kill, we have to grip. Go grip. And when he grips, the Earth Spirit connects on the silence and Mind Control gets to jump out. Alframush finds a courier. This could cost him his life, actually, if Weeha jumps on this opportunity. He's going to find him. He's dead.
E-Blade, rolling boulder, keep the stuns coming. GH will arrive as well, but hey,
Yoink.
Mind Control's here. You need the Bloodstone charge, everybody. It's all for a worthy cause. Well, Prince's knives all round.
Oh, yeah.
So Spell Prism for the Naga. That's what she chose to hold on to for the for the tier 4 items. You have Timeless Relic onto the ES. Meanwhile, up on top, Queen of Pain continuing to push in. Tier 4 towns taking a lot of damage. Fortification comes in from Nigma. I think that's really what they intended to do.
That's big to force that. That's going to open up for a potential split push play for Klinks and Nature's Prophet in the next minutes. Kuro obviously starting to get fully decked out now, and with that Spell Prism, the cooldown reduction on Mirror Image gives it over 100% uptime.
Fiend scripts out, needs some extra help. Weeha's nearby, he's going to rolling boulder forward. He needs to get the silence over on Bane, but the Wrath of Nature kills off Mind Control. He felt so confident. Maybe GH can try and help turn this around, but no! There's a Hex out, and just killed off by the Klinks.
I think that was the Hex reveal, right?
Yep.
I feel like it hasn't been used before. I saw Firo buying it a while ago, but I think he died once or twice since that, so it got delayed a lot. But yeah, GH not expecting that at all. Nice couple kills.
And now it's up to Kuro to try and push the lanes out, or potentially even find his own kill. Nature's Prophet's BKB's coming off cooldown right now, but that's still a hell of a lot of damage. Can anyone see inside of here? Oh, Song of the Siren. Keeper of the Light's coming over, but so is Queen of the Pain. Queen of Pain. And he'll Sprout once again. A Blinding Light won't push him back because the BKB's still up, and now it's Kuro versus the world, and the split searing arrows. Everyone gets to die so quickly. Nigma. Oh, they are feeding the trees. And Prophet will be everywhere. He cracks his 25 and removes cooldown for TP.
They definitely need to start grouping up if they want to win this game. You're 41 minutes in. Here's BKB.
That he does, but he's also got 4 heroes surrounding him. Fiend's Grip is on cooldown for the moment. I'll turn on the Magnetize, and well, for all that BKB, he didn't have the life to survive the physical damage output.
Yeah, he waited too long there. Just
and now look at Firo. In we go, and Sentry Ward reveals. So Miracle gets to live for a little longer.
Now the question is, can Mind Control stall this so they don't get GG'd? The second lane's dead for sure. Like, Klinks does way too much damage, but...
Well, he's taking care of bottom first. He's going straight after the Nature's Prophet. BKB was on cooldown, but there was a lot of support rotating over as quick as it could. And they give him the Spell Prism now to the Storm Spirit. He'll Ball Lightning once again. Got a lot of those auto remnants just auto casting out, but he can't help. GH underneath the tier 4 tower still can't survive. The Burning Army is down. And Sonic Wave ensures that Miracle is gone as well. Tusker so low. They're just focusing down the Ignis to begin with, and then they can focus on the tier 4 towers. Mind Control will buy back. 15 seconds till Kuro. That's 15 seconds way too long. The Nightmare gets the catch. The Silence as well. We're going to a third. We're actually going to a third. Fate Esports take game 2.
Yeah, basically what happened in the last few minutes of this game, Nigma kind of just got way too cocky and stopped playing together, right? Like, they spread thin on the map, they're just pushing out the waves, trying to make small skirmishes, and Fate are really... You can tell they're hungry to win this game, right? They're very quick on their movements, they group up very fast, reassume positions, and find some really key kills to come back in this game. Mainly, a couple of solo pickoffs on the Naga Siren were really impactful. And then a lot of situations where GH +1 are trying to make a move and just get outnumbered and overwhelmed. And Nigma maybe taking their foot off the gas a little bit too long in this game, when they actually had plenty of opportunities here to kind of get themselves a commanding victory. But it's a show match, and this is a show. That's a show right there. That is a show. All sorts of crazy stuff in this game.
Here's the real question. What hero is Kuro going to jungle with next?
Oh, good question. Troll?
Yeah?
How about we're
going with what's going to be OP in a game that you can just get away with sending jungle, right?
We do a poll, and whoever wins the poll, whatever hero wins the poll, gets jungled by Kuro in this next game.
Okay, that sounds absolutely fantastic. Let's have ourselves a poll somewhere in the ether of, I think we're on a YouTube streamer right now, so yeah, put your hero choices over there in the chat. I'm sure we'll pass them over to Kuro inside the inside the lobby.